So next topic is remainder theorem. So exercise 4.3. So before to arrive exercise 4.3, so we have to know about remainder theorem. So you have to know some of the notation about the remainder theorem, students. So what and all means, first one is P of x. So here P of x is always dividend and G of x is divisor. So you have to know that. Q of x means quotient and R of x means remainder. So Q means quotient, R means remainder, like that. So these four terms are very important in remainder theorem. So you have to know that. So using that we are going to introduce one formula. We are knowing about the relations. See, one basic dividend problem I have taken here. So divide 5 by 2. One example I have written. So divide 5 by 2. Here how we will write if I ask divide 5 by 2? 5 is a dividend here, isn't it? And 2 is a divisor. So using dividend and divisor we have to find quotient, correct? So in the same way you have studied in your first second standards. So it's a basics, isn't it? 5 is inside, 2 is outside. 5 is dividend. Dividend is always inside and divisor is always outside. So we have to multiply now. 2 2s are 4, correct? 2 3s are 6. It's more than 5. So 2 2s are 4. 5 minus 4 is 1. And this 2 is a quotient and this is remainder, correct? So we have studied already. So the same formula, the same procedure we are applying here also. So explaining about the basics things, I am introducing the formula now. How the formula will come means, so dividend we know, dividend is 5. We have to get 5 now. So how we will get 5? Using a quotient, remainder and divisor. So quotient is, divisor is 2 and quotient is 2 and remainder is 1. So if we multiply quotient and divisor and if we add with the remainder, we will get the dividend, correct? The same way now the formula will be, so I will introduce the formula. 5 is a dividend, so 5 is a dividend and 2 is a divisor and another 2 is a quotient plus remainder. So dividend will always denote by px, divisor is q of x, quotient is divisor is g of x, quotient is q of x plus remainder is r of x. This is the formula. So remainder theorem, already I have explained the formula. P of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, correct? Actually in the thing, what is remainder theorem? Remainder theorem is let P of x be any polynomial of degree greater than or equal to 1 and let A be any real numbers if P of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus A, then the remainder is P of A. Means in simple way, if I say P of x, if we divide P of x by x minus A, so here x minus A, in that A is any real number, any number. So if we divide P of x by x minus A, we'll get a remainder as P of A. For example, if I say here P of x, if they give x cube plus 2x square plus x minus 5 and if they ask to divide it with the x minus 2, here x minus 2 is any real number they may give here and they may say to divide it and find the remainder, means actually introducing, before if you introduce about the remainder theorem, so what is our procedure, what we will do? So we will do the same. Divide means how to find remainder, the division means same long division method will apply and we may find a remainder. But here in the remainder theorem, comparatively to long division method, it's very easier than long division. We'll get easily the remainder by using the remainder theorem. But how means, here they have given the quotient x minus 1. So x minus, here in the place of x minus a, here in the question they have given x minus 2. So and you have to take x minus 2 is equal to 0, quotient is equal to 0. And if you transpose this 2 to right hand side, minus 2 becomes plus 2. And this value if we apply in the P of x, as we have found the values of the polynomial in previous lesson, the same way if we apply the values in the polynomial, you will get a remainder easily. So this method is very easier than long division method. So the remainder theorem says if p of x of the polynomial any degree, if any degree they may give in the p of x, any degree of the polynomial. So if we divide it with any real number, so a be any real number, p of x is divided by the linear polynomial x minus a, then the remainder will be p of a. So if you want, I'll explain with it another example. See this example. If p of x here they have given x cube plus x square minus 3x plus 8 is divided by x minus 1. Find the remainder. So here also they have given p of x and they have given the quotient, sorry, divisor. So you have to find remainder. Actually, if they give such a problems, what we will do usually, we will use a long division method. Using a long division method, we'll find the remainder. Remainder as 7 and quotient as x square plus 2x minus 1. Correct. And I have told you the relation of p of x, g of x and r of x. Correct. P of x is equivalent to g of x into q of x plus r of x. We know the relation. So here g of x is x minus 1 and q of x is x square plus 2x minus 1 and r of x is 7. So here if we apply remainder theorem, means if we use a quotient x minus 1 that is equal to 0, x is equal to, if we transpose this minus 1 to right hand side, so x is become 1, and if we apply here in the place of x, if we apply 1, this 1 minus 1 it becomes 0, isn't it? And 0 into whole term it also becomes 0. So what is remaining here? 7. We will get 7 easily. So remainder will be 7. It is equivalent, correct? So by this comparing long division and remainder theorem, so remainder theorem is easier than long division method. Now we know the relation between p of x, g of x, q of x and r of x. So the question may arrive like this. Divide p of x by g of x in each of the following cases. So here we can use remainder theorem and we can also use the long division method also. So first I will teach long division method. So after that we are going to study remainder theorem. So in the question they have given p of x as x square plus 4x plus 4. So we have to divide p of x by g of x, that is x plus 2. So always p of x will call it as a dividend and g of x will call it as a divisor, and we'll get a quotient that is q of x and remainder as r of x. And you have to remember children, so we have to write the dividend in a descending order. So first you have to check the powers of the dividend. So here the first variable power is 2, next variable power is 1 and one constant. So it's in the general form, correct? So if it is in the general form, p of x and g of x are both are in the general form, then we can divide using a division method, long division method. So dividend you have to write it inside, that is x square plus 4x plus 4, you have to divide by divisor, that is x plus 2. So we have to check the first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor. So first term of the dividend is x square, correct? And first term of the divisor is x. So we have to divide first term of the dividend and first term of the divisor. So x to the power 1 x to the power 2 divided by x to the power 1. So 1x and 1x gets cancelled. What is remaining here? X. This x we have to write here. So next step is x into x. You have to multiply these two terms, or you can write this x will get no. So we have to write x into divisor x plus 2. So what will get multiplied to remove a bracket. X into x is x square. X into 2 is 2x. So this we have to write here, x square plus 2x. After that we have to change the sign, students. This thing you have to remember. So you have to change the sign. If this is plus x, actually, isn't it? X square, if they give, means it's a positive term. So positive term means we have to change the sign. Its opposite sign is negative. In the same way, plus 2x is there, its opposite sign is negative. So minus 2x. So plus x square and minus x square gets cancelled. So, and the second term you have to check now. Plus and minus sign is there. If plus minus sign, if it come, what we have to do? We have to subtract the term and we have to see the bigger number sign. Correct? 4 minus 2 is 2x. So bigger number is 4. Its sign is positive. So it's plus 2x. And what is remaining here? Plus 4 is remaining. So plus 4 you have to bring it down. So till here you understood, right? Now again, here this is dividend and this is divisor. 2x plus 4 is dividend and x plus 2 is the divisor. So in the same way, first term of the dividend, which is the first term of the dividend? 2x. 2x is the first term of the dividend divided by first term of the divisor, that is x. And this x gets cancelled. What is remaining? 2. And this 2, you have to write it here, is positive 2, isn't it? So plus 2, write it here, write it in the quotient. So the next step is, so you have got here 2, correct? This 2, the whatever answer you will get, this answer you have to multiply with the divisor. So divisor is x plus 2. So bracket is there, we have to remove the bracket. So 2 into x is 2x. In the same way, 2 into plus 2 is 2 2s are 4. So what we got now? 2x plus 4. Where we have to write this 2x plus 4? In the under the dividend. That is 2x plus 4. Under dividend you have to write the whatever answer you have got, those things you have to write under the dividend. After that, you have to change the sign, students. That thing you have to remember. So here plus 2x is there. You have to change its sign. Plus 2x means its opposite sign is minus. In the same way, plus 4, its opposite sign is minus. And this plus 2x and minus 2x gets cancelled. In the same way, plus 4 and minus 4 gets cancelled. What is remaining? Remainder as 0. So what is remainder here? 0 is the remainder. So what we got? So this is quotient q of x and this is remainder r of x. So what we got here? P of x, we know P of x is x square plus 4x plus 4 and g of x is x plus 2. Q of x, we got it as quotient as x plus 2 and r of x is 0. Remainder is 0. So now we can verify this by using a remainder theorem. I have solved it by a long division method. So we can verify by remainder theorem. So we'll use now remainder theorem. So we can, if they mention they're using divide p of x and g of x using a long division method, means particular thing if they ask, you have to solve by that method. So if they do not ask such things, you can solve by any method. You can use a long division method or else you can use a remainder theorem as well as long division method. So now we'll solve the given question by remainder theorem. So in remainder theorem, so P of x we know they'll give P of x square plus 4x plus 4 and G of x as x plus 2. So what we have to do here, divisor they'll give, no. So we'll have to take divisor as 0. X plus 2 is equal to 0 and x is equal to this plus 2, you have to transpose. What happens if you transpose plus 2? It becomes minus 2, correct? And same thing, how we have solved in the 0, find the value of a polynomial, there we have substituted x value, correct? So in the same way here the x value is minus 2. In the same way we have to substitute the variable value in the given polynomial, students. So here x is minus 2. P of x, in the place of x we have to substitute minus 2 is equals to x square. X is minus 2 the whole square plus 4 into minus 2 plus 4. So what we'll get next, minus 2 the whole square is minus 2 into minus 2, we'll get it as plus 4. And plus 4 into minus 2, plus into minus, minus, 4 2s are 8, plus this 4, write it as it is. And what we'll get here, plus 4 is plus 8, plus 8 minus 8, again it gets cancelled, we'll get a remainder as 0. So P of minus 2 is 0. In the same way, so the second problem, so P of x and G of x, as usual they'll give and they'll ask us to find the remainder. So divide P of x by G of x and find the remainder. So this is our question. So first we'll use the long division method because it's easy to find. So long division method is important for 10th standard also. So P of x is a dividend. Dividend always you have to write it inside. 2x minus 9x plus 9 divided by divisor is x minus 3. So what we have to do here, first step is always you have to check the given equation, the given polynomial. So whether it is in the descending order or not. If it is given in the descending order, so no need to worry. So directly we can apply. So if it is not there in the descending order, so first thing what we have to do, we have to write the given algebraic expression in the form of descending order, students. Means we have to check its degree first. So seeing its degree we can understand. So from descending order we have to keep the given algebraic expression. So 2x square minus 9x plus 9 divided by x minus 3. So this is dividend. X minus 3 is the divisor. We have to find now quotient and remainder. So what is the first term of dividend? That is 2x square. 2x square we have to divide by the first term of the divisor. What is the first term of the divisor? That is x. So this x and this x gets cancelled. What is remaining? 2x. This 2x we have to write here. In the quotient place we have to write the 2x. And after that what we have to do next step? This 2x we have to multiply with the divisor. So write down 2x into x minus 3. So bracket is there, we have to remove the bracket now. So 2x into x is 2x square. You know, right? The powers we have to add. A power m into a power n is equal to a power m plus n. We know the exponents. So 2x power 1 into x. So 2x power 1 plus 1, that is 2x power 2. In the same way, first term into second term. So 2x into 3 is plus into minus minus. 2x into 3 is 6x. And this term we have to write under the dividend. That is 2x square minus 6x. So after that what we have to do next step? Next step is we have to change the sign. So plus it become minus. Minus 6x become plus 6x. After that the third step is plus 2x and minus 2x gets cancelled. And here plus minus sign if it come, what you have to do? You have to subtract the numbers and you have to check the bigger number sign. 9 minus 6 is 3x. And bigger number is 9, its sign is minus. Then the next step is we have to bring plus 9 down. Okay. Now minus 3x plus 9 is the dividend and x minus 3 is the divisor. So check the first dividend, first term of the dividend, that is minus 3x divided by first term of the divisor, that is x. This x and this x gets cancelled. What is remaining? Minus 3. So this minus 3 we have to multiply with the divisor. Divisor is x minus 3. So multiply. Easy to multiply, isn't it? So you know already how to multiply the terms. Minus 3 into x is minus 3x. Minus into minus is plus. 3 3s are 9. So we got now 3x plus 9. Where we have to write this 3x plus 9? So minus 3x plus 9 we have to write under the dividend. Minus 3x plus 9. So next step is we have to change the sign. So plus 3x minus 3x gets cancelled. Plus 9 and minus 10 also gets cancelled. Remainder is now 0. So Oh, this minus 3 I didn't write here, right? So you have to write. So this is a quotient and this is remainder. R of x is 0, Q of x is 2x minus 3. So we can verify using the remainder theorem. So we'll verify now. Now we have to use remainder theorem and we have to check the given p of x and g of x values. So p of x, they have given it as 2x square minus 9x plus 9 and g of x is equal to x minus 3. So I have told you already. So what we have to do now in remainder theorem, remember, recall it. So g of x is equal to x minus 3 they have given. So g of x we have to take it as 0 now, correct? X minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to transpose this 3. So x is equal to 3. So in the same way this x variable value you have to apply it in the given polynomial, correct? So p of x in a dividend we have to apply x value now. So x is 3 now. P of 3 is equal to 2 into 3 square minus 9 into x. In the place of x, what you have to substitute? 3 plus 9. In the same way, 3 square we know. 3 square is 9. 9 twos are 16. Minus 9 threes are 27. Plus 9. So what we'll get now? So 16 plus 9 how much? 25, correct? So this 16 plus 9 is 25. 25 minus 27. So plus minus sign if it come, what we have to do? I have told you already. So plus minus sign if it come, so we have to subtract the number and we have to see the bigger number sign. And here 27 minus 25 is 2. Bigger number is 27 and sign is minus. So P of 3 is minus 2. Here 3 square is 9. 9 twos are 18, correct? So here I have done a mistake. So 18. 18 plus 9 is 27. So plus 27 minus 27 means remainder is 0. So here also the remainder is 0. In the previous so long division method also we have compared. There also we have got the 0 as a remainder. So the problem is correct. So we have checked the problem. So in the same way I'll solve third question so that you can clear it properly.